as he's walking away, he's like, oh yeah, if you're gonna get the turmeric, make sure you get it with black pepper in it or it won't activate. Now, right there, doesn't that make you go like, that sounds like bullshit to me a little bit? Am I that big of a sucker that you think I would believe that? Where's the science on that? That sounds like a couple of vitamin hustlers sitting over a mound of wholesale turmeric with a bunch of empty gel caps. One guy going, I don't know, man. I don't think we can move this just like this. It's just a spice. I think we got to add something. Yeah, like what, boss? I don't know why it's a 30s movie. I don't know, maybe another spice? Yeah, like what, maybe pepper? Yeah, keep talking. Maybe we say it activates it? Holy shit, that's a fucking $1 million idea right there. Let's load up these gel caps. Maybe Rogan will move them on his podcast. I mean, I know Maron won't do it. He's more of a Stamps.com Squarespace guy. But Rogan's sort of an old school supplement slinger. And I know I'm gonna get a little flack for that comment. I know there might be a minor pile-on on Twitter of the monoculture of free thinkers, but I can take it. So I guess after all is said and done, I should just say that like I'm taking turmeric and I feel less inflamed, you know, in a general way, generally less inflamed. I'm gonna believe that. I believe that. It's funny what we believe in. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. It's sort of all kind of magical thinking because we're all frightened. But there's one thing that is kind of baffling to me. You know, we all take vitamins, yet there's a vocal but small minority of people in this country that refuse to vaccinate their children. They refuse to vaccinate their children because the jury's still out, I think, on the vaccines. Is it, though? Jury's out on vaccines? How many friends do you have with polio? A lot of polio people in the family and iron lungs? Got a lot of people, you know, in the iron lungs. Did you ever get over that whooping cough you had? How's that kid with mumps of yours? Is that kid all right? You fucking moron? And they're always like, the measles isn't a big deal. Yes, it is. It was gone. There were no measles. And they're like, well, everyone knows you can knock out the measles with a high dose of vitamin A. What? No. I mean, if you add a little black pepper, I think maybe you got a shot at knocking out the measles. I don't know what's happening, people. I don't know. But it's pretty clear the world is ending. I don't want to shock anybody. Seems to be happening, though. I thought we'd get out, you know, I thought we'd make it under the wire. I thought I would, you know. I'm 56, but I don't know, I think we might see it. I think we might see it. Certainly it's been ending environmentally for a long time, and we've all kind of known it. We knew it. But I think on a deeper level, the reason we're not more upset about the world ending environmentally is I think, you know, all of us in our hearts really know that we did everything we could. You know, we really... Right? I mean, we really did. I mean, think about it. We brought our own bags to the supermarket. Yeah, that's about it. Like, we brought the bags right when they told us. We brought them, and it just wasn't enough, it turns out. Just not enough to, you know, get us over the top with this. But I don't know, maybe this straw thing, the no straw thing, will help, you know, maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll keep the polar bears from drowning. Sometimes the answer is right between your mouth and your soda, you know, and you just take that out of the equation and the human species survives. You know what I mean? It's going to be a tough transition for a lot of people, you know, to like, you know, oh, fuck, I guess we got to drink like grown-ups now. It's bullshit, man. No straws. Fuck this. Goddamn liberal. Which is actually being woke. Is putting that voice in your head that goes, hey, you know, don't say that. Maybe don't say that. Good call. Thanks for getting my back. It's a close one. I mean, look, if you were to ask me if I was a feminist, I would say, of course. But, you know, I have my days. I mean, I'm a guy. I'm a man. I've been a man all my life. Before that, I was a boy. And If you're a man, look, let's be honest, you probably heard yourself or some other dude that you know at some point in time say this: fuck them. Fuck them all. Fuck women. Now, the question is, does that guy hate women? I don't know. Let's break it down. This is just my experience. Let's break it down. So fuck all of them? All right, you're right. Just the last 3 I dated, right? Fucking bitches. So just 3. You know what? Just Michelle, really. Fucking bitch. Broke my heart, took my shit. Fuck Michelle. So just 1 woman. Yeah, and it was kind of my fault. And I think that's a pretty good working definition of woke. It was kind of my fault. And where you go from there will determine how woke you stay. But that's the beginning of it. You can go either way. It's a rough crossroads. And I think one of the biggest problems men have is that they have a dick. Most men have dicks. If you're a man, you don't have a dick, I hope it was a choice and not an accident. Dicks are a problem, and I think this is sort of the TED Talk portion of my show. I think I'll call it the history of my dick, and it's meant to be helpful. Trying to help men be respectful, empathetic, and care in the proper way with boundaries about women. And well, dicks are, you know, it's a problem. It's an obstacle. Like, do you remember the first time you came? I'm putting this out there to the men. It's a big day. It's a life-changing day. A lot of times it doesn't even involve sexual thoughts. It just sort of happens for some reason, usually like when you're 8 or 9 or 10. Like for me, it involved a bath faucet with running water, and I stuck my dick in it. And I was 9, and I knew something was gonna happen. I wasn't sure what it was, but it felt pretty big. And I could have been bad, it could have been good, but I stuck with it. Turned out to be fucking amazing. And life changer, really a great day. And honestly, I fucked that faucet for 1.5 years. Now, I'm trying to be honest and open. I'll get to the point of this. Then at some point, someone tells you what that feeling is. Maybe you got a kid who has an older brother, or somebody finds a porno magazine, or you find your parents' copy of A Joyous Sex hidden in a mattress, and you can look at fairly realistic renditions of hippies fucking. And once someone informs you that that feeling comes from putting your penis into a vagina, that just fucking changes your entire neural pathway issue. And it's sort of all you think about is putting your penis in a vagina from age 13 to like this morning. This is truth. It's all you fucking think about because it's amazing. Like, you know, I was sort of surprised when I learned about it, you know, because there was part of me that was like, when I was told about the vagina, I was like, really, it's not water? You know, like, so like, and it honestly seemed much more complicated, which I believe it to this day is true. But once you know, man, it's all, you just want to be in the vagina. And that's the problem, you know, especially for my generation of men, I think, because I really think that a lot of... You feel all that space I created? That used to be around us all the time. There was all this space that wasn't mental space. I mean, you had to wait to check for your messages at the end of an entire day. Like, if you couldn't get calls at work, there was no way anyone could get in touch with you. And at the end of the day, sometimes 6 or 7 at night, you would go home, look at a machine on your kitchen counter to see if a light was blinking. And if it was, you'd actually feel a tangible jolt of excitement. Oh, message, someone called. And then you push a button, and like 8 out of 10 times it would be, nah, 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 nah. Some of you don't even know what that sound is. Does that sound even exist in nature anymore? That was the sound on your machine if someone had hung up. Right? And if it went on long enough, you'd hear a voice go, if you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try. What happened to that guy? I don't know. Can't be a good story. And then if you got some of those, you'd spend like 10 minutes just wondering, like, who called me and hung up? That was the kind of mental time we had back then. Like, what were we doing with all that mental space? Using our imagination, just letting our memories do what they do in their own time and pace. Like, back then, if you couldn't remember something, that was sort of the end of it. Unless, like, you couldn't remember something and you locked on, that was problematic, because what could you do then? Yeah, not easy. Like, let's say you're just driving to work. This is back in the day. Let's go there now. You're just driving to work, maybe listening to a cassette in your in-dash player through some Jensen coaxials or triaxial speakers. If you had a lot to prove, you had a power amp bolted onto the floor. Maybe you're listening to a little Lynyrd Skynyrd Second Helping. Not a bad band. Stop judging that band. Solid rock band. A lot of good records. Amazing double live album. You're misunderstanding that one song. Listen to it again. Listen to it again. Maybe you're listening to Lil Skynyrd Second Helping. You know exactly where the tape is fucked up from that day it got stuck in the machine. That was a tough few minutes. Oh, shit. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, yeah. Get it out, get the pen out, roll that cassette back up, pop it back in the deck. Now you know, call me the breeze, baby. Oh, that was that day. That was a terrible morning. So you're just driving to work, enjoying the music, no cell phone to distract you, no internet. Maybe you're just eating some trail mix on your way to work. I actually am old enough to remember when it became okay to eat trail mix in a non-camping situation. Like, there was definitely a period in my childhood where you only saw trail mix in the camping section at the sporting goods store. And then I remember vaguely seeing a guy just eating trail mix in Life. And I'm like, dude, can you do that? Like, what? Just eat trail mix outside of a camping situation? Yeah, it's just, nuts and dried fruit, sometimes chocolate. But you're not camping. It doesn't matter. It's just nuts and fruit, sometimes chocolate. So you can just eat it any time? Yeah, you can eat it any time. Like, I kind of remember when they freed the trail mix. I don't know if there was a corporate push behind it or not, but I remember, like, hey, we can just eat this anytime. It's just, nuts and dried fruit, sometimes chocolate. So anyways, you're driving to work. Back in the day, maybe you're chewing on a peanut, and all of a sudden your brain just goes, oh, fuck. Who is Peanut Guy? We learned about him in elementary school. Peanut Guy, peanut butter, peanut oil, fucking Peanut Guy. It's like 3 names. He's an inventor, a scientist. God damn it. Why can't I remember Peanut Guy? And that was sort of your day. Like, you did other things, like you go to work, but every couple hours you're like, fucking Peanut Guy. And there was nothing you could do. I mean, you could ask a coworker, dude, do you remember Peanut Guy? We learned about him in elementary school. Peanut butter, peanut oil, inventor, scientist, 3 names. I can't fucking remember it. You gotta calm down. Why are you yelling? Just, do you know or not? I don't have to talk to you if you're gonna talk to me like that. Well, why don't you go fuck yourself? Why don't you just say you don't know and fucking piss off? Then you go to lunch from work, take a lunch break, go eat a sandwich. It's all you could do, eat the sandwich. Watch other people eating sandwiches. Just reflect on the sad tedium of self-awareness. Go back to work. Fucking Peanut Guy! Maybe call a friend from work. You're not even supposed to use the phone. Dude, are you there? Pick up. It's me. Are you there? Pick up. Fuck! Where the fuck are you, man? It's me. Do you remember Peanut Guy? We learned about him in elementary school. Peanut Guy, peanut butter, peanut oil.